Hello everybody, welcome back to another general reading with the Lover's Archive. If you are new here, make sure that you have subscribed, that you like, and let me know how you resonate throughout this video, okay? This is going to be a general reading, so make sure you use your discernment and trust your intuition. Interesting. Six of Challenges. So this card, if we take a look at it, it's just this person in the tree, and there's this danger down below, and so they have to wait out the danger. Okay, so, maybe think about that and how that could be assigned to your life if it's resonates. There may be something that you're wanting to do, but you're worried about how others think, or maybe they're in that again, like something like that could be a made up fear. I feel like that's kind of where we're going. Other people. Or somebody's genuinely like, no, you can't do this. Like somebody's actually putting you down. It could be, worries that people might, or it could be people actually doing it. And the Seven of Spells here shows this group of dwarves. It's representing just this one species, one kind, looking at this magnificent wyvern, this dragon, and saying, no, we don't want you here. We don't want your power. You're not good enough, you're scary, like you get out of our space, you can't be with us or friends with us, you can't make it here. And the wyvern is able to breathe fire. So he's over top of these dwarves being battled against, but isn't using their full strength. And so I think that this is really representative atop of a tree. This is a tree stump, but this is a tree fully grown. And so I think maybe this was you for a really long time, but you have distanced yourself from this danger. And so maybe they're trying to leap up and catch you, say some mean things. And what's really resonating here are like family members or maybe a friend group that's holding you down. And I think that you're coming out of this almost like dark night of the soul, this dark energy where you're just in your head. If this is upright, it's this one tree surrounded by coldness, and this could be an exterior of yourself that you've created. It could just be those people that are that cold exterior, cold surroundings, but it's in reverse now. And so I really think that you are seeing what's going on. You see exactly what's happening. You know what they're doing. You know what's happening now. You may have had inklings, but it wasn't clear before. But now you're very clear on who is and who isn't supporting you. That's right. And I think that you're being more guarded with what you're sharing, what you're willing to give to other people. You're not hiding yourself. In this card, the Four of Boons. So Four of Boons represents the Four of Pentacles, which, sometimes that's like insecurity or defensiveness. But I think in here, this is actually a good thing. I think that you've needed to defend yourself for a while, and I think that you have in the past. But because you are seeing things more clearly now, you are doing it, the way you're defending yourself now is in like long-lasting, proper, true ways. Okay? You're doing it, you're setting like boundaries that people will remember, kind of thing. Or this is something that you're interested in trying to do. So in this card, this family has baked all of these pies to bring to the market. And there are so many pies, but once they're there, they don't want to give it up. They're like, what? Well, no, I put so much time, I don't want to just give them up. Obviously, somebody's going to buy them and give them money, but they're like, no, it's not worth that. It's worth more. It's worth more than you could ever give, kind of thing. And so I think that you are stepping into this energy. You are these pies, and you are guarding yourself against these people who are just wanting to come in and offer the wrong price, if any price. The fairy wind. Change is coming in quickly. It's coming in, and it's coming in quickly. The black shuck, it represents death. And death, I love a death card in situations like these, because I think it's like you're really unlocking, you have a key. Like you are unlocking this new version of yourself, and unlocking, like, I'm seeing like an old key and like for some reason it's a heart-shaped lock. It doesn't necessarily need to be love, but maybe you are unlocking the key to your own heart. for yourself. You're figuring out what you will and will not put up with. And this change of heart, this change of heart locket. Okay, well, you can't make that up. Change of heart is coming in quickly. Keeper of Boons. What's coming through with that, it could represent a person, somebody who has resources but won't share them with you. And it's like, you know, people aren't necessarily obligated to share all of their resources all of the time, but we're talking about somebody here who should be helping you, or they aren't helping you for selfish reasons, for, I don't know, this is kind of like a hard thing. It's kind of case by case when we're talking about, you know, somebody giving somebody resources, but, you know, if somebody needs help, you should help them. You should help them. And I don't think that you were being helped when you needed it or when you even asked for it. I feel like there are some of you in this collective who actually asked for help. I think some of you gave up on asking, but I think some of you have continued to ask for help and are literally just like, people are pretty much looking you in the eyes and saying no. The Empress. Yeah, you are emerging into this Empress energy, and the Empress is like the divine feminine, okay? The ultimate receiver, ultimate leader, super compassionate and understanding, literally just like everything you would want in a friend, right? That's you. But you're surrounded by these creatures of the night, okay? Creatures of the night sounds like something else, but like genuinely like these spiders and not the good kind or whatever, like these like these mushrooms, these moths, these trees, these bats, like all these whatever, these fairy tale creatures, right? And this is you. And I think these people, these things are people. There we go. The Freudian slip came out. These are people. The people in your life, whoever they are, could be one person in many different ways. That's coming through. For some of you, it is only one or two people. For some of you, it's like your whole family. Like maybe you are the scapegoat, the black sheep. You may resonate or identify as that. But the black sheep, I'm just like, I rarely, I don't know if I ever understand the concept of a black sheep. I'm like, how can you give up on your family? You know what I mean? How can you be so willing to label somebody like that? So I think that you are really surrounded by these weird negative entities, but you have gained this new perspective, whatever it is, and you are on this path of change. The path is going, like you the thing is the future is subjective and it's subject to change. If you don't, you know, make the right changes for you in your heart, in your soul, then there is a chance that you'll stay in this fearful energy for a longer time, right? But it's up to us to, and it sucks to say this because it's so much easier said than done. And yes, it really is easier said than done, but we have to make the necessary changes where it makes sense for us. It's not going to all happen overnight, over a week, a month, even a year. It took me years to get into spirituality the way I am right now and to really like believe in manifestation the way that I do, you know, and understand it better than I did, and connecting with spirit and my intuition. And so it takes a long time and we all go in different paths, but I think that what would be very important for this collective is affirmations is coming through. That was the first thing that happened. Like, it's just like saying affirmations, looking yourself in the mirror. If that's too difficult for you to do, which is totally understandable, just saying them before bed, saying them in the shower, saying them while you're doing your favorite hobby, while you're cooking, while you're eating, Whatever makes sense for you. This heart-centered mystic. I think you're a very sensitive person. Like, it's not like, oh, you cry over anything. Like, maybe that is how, maybe you do identify with that, but it's not just that. It's like, somebody could say something to you and you see it in a way that they wouldn't, that they didn't even realize because they're not like thinking about it that deeply, you know? I think that you see things very deeply. You interpret the world poetically. Is that a word? Poetically? Yeah, poetically. It makes sense, right? Sounds right. Activation, rainbow energy, awaken, dreamer, goddess energy, fluidity. And so I think you're on the cusp, on the brink of activation, of awakening this empress energy that you have, the green mother. You have the ability to, you know, fly and become this wizard and like alchemist of change and rainbow energy, goddess energy. It's gender neutral, genderless. There's no gender here in tarot, but you will stop. What's coming through is like, you're not going to be chasing or trying, you're not going to be begging for others to see your value. Because if they don't already, who cares? They're not worth your time. Why would you waste your time with somebody who can't see what's right in front of them? They never will if they can't right now. You know what I mean? That's what's coming through. Thank you, angels. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that this brought you clarity or some comfort. Let me know how this resonated. If you made it all the way to the end, leave me a little angel emoji. Okay. Love you guys. I'll see you in my next one.